real advantage of 4-axis machining is that you can do multiple faces at the same time, and you can control the relationship between the faces, where if you did these as separate setups, it could be a little bit tricky to basically keep the relationship between all the faces. And I mean, it certainly could be done, but it would take more time with the setups. And with the 4-axis machine like this, with this jig, we can do all of this in a single setup, and it eliminates time and eliminates cost. Now this is pretty much the longest part of the operation, is removing this material on the facing. And then we'll do a bunch of holes. A little hard to see, but we're pretty tight fit with that cutter inside the two rails of that fixture. And we laid it out just carefully on Mastercam to make sure we aren't going to run the cutter into the fixture itself, which would be pretty ugly. Again, I apologize, it's a little hard to see. But after we finish this this one facing operation here, then the other operations don't throw as much coolant onto the windows, so we'll be able to see better. This one program took a good bit of time to actually work out, because there's a lot of details in it. So now we're going to do that center bore. It's this tool just basically comes in. Again, the casting diameters are different, so we have to come in and cut air a little bit in the middle and then come out the sides. So you'll see us doing a couple passes before it touches. That's just so we don't jam it right into the casting when we come down, because sometimes the holes are a little smaller coming out of the sand casting. The tools are pretty strong, but if you jam them into a casting really hard, you can break them, because they're carbide, so they're a little on the brittle side. Really hard, but a little brittle. So that bore is done. Now we're going to come over and do the bore on the back side. And I'm only running this thing on 50% rapids, because with the long tools, I don't like the tool changer to bang around too fast.